Hey everyone, and welcome to MazeEsports. This is going to be game 2 between Dimaga and Seiplo. Dimaga here, spawning here on the bottom side as the red Zerg, and Seiplo spawning as the pink Protoss. Believe you are able to choose your colors, and Seiplo decided to choose pink. Why not? This guy is, I think, a bold fellow. Anyways, this is going to be on Zelnaka Caverns, a very small, very dangerous map for Protoss versus Zerg, because Zerg have a lot of options here. A surprise 8 pull will yield a lot of damage for an unsuspecting Protoss. 6 pull, not something I would recommend, because if it fails, you're really so far behind economically. But an 8 pull, you will be able to either win the game or be able to be at a slight advantage or be right at par with them. So an 8 pull, I think, is a good way to go on this map. Something that we will see Protoss players do on this map is that after they throw up their gateway and their core here, they'll usually go in for a 3-gate nexus. And the reason that they don't go for an earlier nexus than that is just because this area right here is so difficult to defend. If this was it, then I think that would be a much more valuable strategy. But you have an entrance here with bushes nonetheless, so this is just scary to even be tangled up in these. But you also have this area here, so it's just very dangerous, and that's why usually you see Protoss go for a little more conservative play back here with the Cybernetics core. They could squeeze by Stalker or Zealot, and we do see that Dimaga is going for his hatchery now. Another reason why I say this is a dangerous PvZ map is because if the Protoss player scouts this out in time, then all it's going to take is a couple of chrono boosted zealots and to possibly take down this hatchery. If not take down the hatchery, then either put on a lot of pressure in the beginning. But it doesn't look like that's what Seiplo is going to be doing right now. Unfortunately, I always like to see early pressure games because it's exciting right off the bat. But actually, Seiplo's probe came in a little bit late. He came in right when that hatchery was being built. Usually Protoss players will try to get in a little bit sooner before they have the minerals for that hatchery, so they can either deny them, maybe even build a pylon, which is going to delay them that much more, especially on a small map like this. When he's trying to get a hatchery, it's just going to take a little bit of time for him to reinforce a couple of zealots. I actually decided to go for the zealots. I didn't notice this right away. Maybe he didn't have the funds, but actually deciding to get those zealots, I think at this point it's going to be a little bit too late. Why would you go and send out zealots when there are 6 Zerglings and a queen on the way? I feel like you should understand that timing as a Protoss player. So I don't think this is really going to pay off for him. Maybe he'll be able to get a couple of drones, but at this point there aren't really any drones being built. It's just going to be 1 zealot to a handful of Zerglings. So yeah, Zealot realizes it's too late and he's getting out of here. So really just wasted a couple of chrono boosts there. I don't think that was necessary at all. His window is really right when that gateway is built to start chrono boosting him, not wait a couple of seconds and linger around. So I don't think that was the correct strategy to go there. But actually getting a 4-gate, this is gonna be really difficult. Once that 6-minute mark hits, he's gonna have all 4 of those gateways up, stockpiling his minerals. Actually, this is an all-in 4-gate, if there is such a thing. But basically what I mean by that is that he's not getting that gas really that soon, because that's just wasted minerals. In which point, you know, you don't really need the money for sentries that much. You might get 1, but really it's just going to be a heavy stalker with a couple of zealots pestered in there. And 1 Zergling going to be spotting out this pylon, and that pylon eerily shining once they get to that area right there. I don't think I've actually seen that happen before. In any case, Zergling's coming in, but I think with a Zealot and a Stalker properly microed, this is not going to be a problem at all. 1 Zergling may be going down. No, Stalker Fire does just miss that one, but this is lethal right here. A bunch of Zealots, and those Zerglings are going to be like, oh man, crap, back to the Overmind. Gotta run. Queen, please save us. There are a lot of Zealots here, but so many Zerglings being produced. Holy bejesus. How many Zerglings are on the map right now? 34. Now these Protoss players are like, oh man, let's run back to this. Oh man, that is just a lot of Zerglings for those Zealots to deal with, but it looks like 9 Zealots to 40 Lings. Might be an even exchange if he fights here at this choke, but still going to be very difficult. Who is going to win this battle? Zealots are doing a pretty good job, though. This is fantastic positioning for the Protest player. If he had to pick one position, that's definitely the place where he wanted to be. Sentry's actually coming in right now to block off the rest of this. Zealot's coming in right now and blocked by his own force field. I would like the Zerg player here to throw down a couple of spines. That's really going to thwart the possibility of losing this game. That's what I'm talking about. Spine coming in right now. But if the Protoss player is going to be able to warp in enough units and hit on this hatchery hard, we see there is absolutely no mining going in right now. He's going to be able to take this out. He really needs to hit at this moment, try and take down the spine, throw on a couple of zealots or maybe one zealot to start damaging it, and then the rest getting in good position with those force fields to block out those zerglings. But this might be a difficult spot for him, actually slicing up those lings quite well with that force field. Gonna be able to take out that spine and losing, I believe, 0 units there. Seiplo in a great position. Gonna be taking out the Spinecrawler, but a couple of Zerglings are blocking the party there for the rest of them. Spinecrawler tapping that Sentry, actually one tapping one to death, and the other one almost to death. But Dimaga, I think, is gonna be thwarted. Great push by Seiplo, in my opinion, despite the fact that I think he pushed out a little bit too early in the beginning. Didn't really seem to matter because the fact is that he was trying to get that 4-gate, trying to snipe down this pylon to stop any more reinforcements. I think he's going to get it, but the fact is that he lost the hatchery, he lost a lot of production. Seiplo does have the momentum here and definitely has the upper hand on units lost. I mean, I think there's no way he'd be able to come back for this unless there were a couple of spines here and then was able to hold off that hatchery somehow. I don't know, but I think at this point Seiplo has got the game in the bag. Getting the correct unit composition, in my opinion, opting not to get any stalkers, just going straight for the heavy zealots, even early on in the beginning because he saw a bunch of zerglings. So great job by Seiplo. 14 kills by that zealot, not even barely any life taken. That guy is a champ. And look at all these guys; they are master zealots. This guy is an instructor. Whoa, man, that guy is important. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this game. So it looks like it is 1-1, and the third game is going to be up shortly. We'll see who wins the best of 3 in this series, PvZ Dimaga versus Seiplo. So far, some great games. Let's hope the last one is just as good. As always, my friends, enjoy the clip at the end. Peace.
Turn twice crown with this fool's head, or do not bother to return.